note that it's the third day and you guys are just now finding out I haven't been able to see the draft. Interesting. It's almost like I'm a goddamn professional who just can talk really well.
See the you can see exactly what the viewer sees. So you sometimes see the draft.
That's not true. If you ask, look, Twitch chat is a little behind, but they'll tell you right now that they can't see the draft either.
They can see whatever's on the screen that you can see.
Twitch chat believes Carl, right? Like, they're just going to agree with him, even though it's not.
I don't know. A lot of Twitch chat were disagreeing with him after that first game.
Guys, my job is on the line, Twitch chat. I hope you have my back. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's get into these bans. Khan, they ban out the Terrorblade. I like this decision quite a bit because even though they won that game, the TB was out of control. And really, if you swap in a squad that just understands timings, they're going to win that game no problem. 5Comrades really should have had that one.
Yeah, exactly that.
But alas, not the case. And I think it's just a really good answer to the Void. And I don't know if 5Comrades has another one. So let's see if they can prove that they do.
Well, they ban out the DP as well. Yeah, another classic combo for the Oracle. It's one of those, we want to push, we want to keep them alive, and it's kind of already shown their hand in the philosophy of their gameplay. They're going to, play the laning phase, they're going to look for some early kills, hopefully tighten up in their aggression, make sure they jump the correct hero.
100%.
But in theory, if Comrades just adjust slightly, again, use the Oracle pick, if they have that pairing to make a move, they might actually start trying to be proactive. They were very passive in that first game. Took them nearly like 25, 30 minutes to try and make their own move off their own back. So just a DP-esque hero, it simplifies that for them. Same with like DK, for example. They just weren't able to really convert it due to just constant fighting.
Yeah.
I love the delay so much. It's like, I just chat, and then I'm like,
waiting for him. Waiting for him.
I'm a groupie.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to keep you on your toes. You don't know whether to expect a monologue for multiple minutes or just tacit approval.
Some nonsense.
So, yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
Give us some more
nonsense.
Mythology,
I prefer referring to it as high-level analytical insight, but if you want to call it nonsense, that's your prerogative.
It's definitely nonsense when it's nothing
Marmite
to do with
analysis,
the game.
Yeah. Like, love it or hate it. Slaughter, though, this is they're looking at actually trying to. Oh god, why is Carl laughing, man?
He's laughing because he just went to say something because you went to say something. You didn't segue in any particular way. You just went slaughter,
Yeah, because like, what's the point?
See what Carl does? He always goes to the smooth ones, even if his pun fails to take it on the chin. You just went slaughter.
Things look fishy suddenly. Slaughter's been picked. Huzzah!
That's nothing to do with what we were saying.
I don't. That's what Carl
There's
does.
a lot of historical precedent in these drafts. We got to break it down, okay? I might not be an esports historian, but I've dabbled. Slaughter PA. This was something that we used to see Liquid, now Enigma, pick up all the time in the first two. Really solid. Almost always gives you that win condition once PA gets the third, fourth item online. But Earth Spirit Void, that's a throwback once again to the EG Fear and PPD era, because you have this carry that really wants somebody else to initiate. Same with Earth Spirit. You want to be able to just go. And this combination together is excellent. Plus, ES gets full combo off if the Chrono comes out first. Tons of magical damage output. Void provides the physical. It's a really nice pairing. And it'll be the DK picked up this time by Khan. Really solid because you're playing against DK Slaughter or Slaughter PA. You need as much armor as possible to survive. T-Gov, what you got? Sorry, you were hearing.
No, I was loving the DK part. I would say the adjustment is they want to have heroes that can actually fight non-stop. Punish the fact that if they waste a chrono, they can reset and go again straight away. Play around the timings. They can also now do Roshan off their own back. They're not relying on TB to feel confident. It's now a simple Slaughter PA, right? You get a Deso on PA, super strong. Naturally after Deso, you just buy BKB. It's like normally the build, unless in some games you might need to farm. But in this type of lineup where you have the ability to go, you buy Deso, you buy BKB, and you can just be in their face. So this DK pickup is a way in which we're going to go, okay, if they move towards us, DK should tank the spells, and then we get this reinitiation with Void and with Earth Spirit. So I think Comrades, they have overall quite a nice draft. Again, they're very weak to the early damage, the early big team fight from Khan, but if they itemize correctly, they can very much punish the cooldowns. And the difference is this game, it's so easy to itemize, right? Like everyone's played these games where you're this PA in this position, right? Like it's not like you have to reinvent the hero. Like you think of TA as a hero, Deso Blink Deso. It's not that hard. Same with PA. It's like the same story. Sometimes you pivot to farm, but this game, go damage, life's good.
Life's good.
My man.
Totally agree, T-Gov.
There we go, Carl.
See, he gave you that little bit. He gave you the ad-lib you wanted there, the encouragement,
my little
the positivity.
Man.
Who are you favouring, though, more at the moment? Is it still more siding with Khan? You've been riding them?
Not right now. I just think that the Comrades' ability to play a strong lane, like you've got Slardar Tiny into lane of Void. We saw how Void didn't really fare well into a DK Tiny lane. So now you've one-upped that in your off-lane pick, a lot more aggressive against melee heroes, and you have such a clean timing with the ability to go Roshan. Yeah, I think I prefer Comrades draft right now.
Is there a way out of it for Khan, though? Is there a single hero they can pick to seal the deal?
They need their like Quap-esque hero that has like the ability just to go for early kills.
Carl's a fan of Quap.
It's
not going to happen.
Okay.
I actually dig it because I think that they wanted to have. You want to have a little bit of early pressure, and if you look at this lineup right now, there's no real wave clear whatsoever. So a Furion with again really nice complement to the Earth Spirit as well. Now you've got these 4 really active heroes that are almost always on map, and then a Void that can just farm, relax, and then if he ever wants to join with the Chrono, you've got the team fight. And in addition, you almost guarantee you'll be able to take down these tier 1s way before 5Comrades get themselves together.
Yeah. My fear is for like a Furion, you naturally don't like playing into PA because you have to itemize to deal damage to him. Sure, you can apply structural damage, but it's still the fact that like when you get to 20 minutes, you do feel a little bit redundant in the game. If Comrades pick up, let's say, an Ember Spirit or anyone who can be a little bit more elusive and in your face, it's going to be so disruptive that this PA will just like have a free game. Again,
but the problem is,
go on.
You don't have the tower damage is the thing, and I agree with you, but I don't think Fury needs to go for damage at all. You can go for the support style here. Just get tanky. Get you can even don't get a Crimson card, but like you could end up with an early Vlad's, get the Solar Crest up, and then all of a sudden these 3 cores are all unkillable.
Yeah, that is true, for sure.
Sounds like you're more positive on Kyle going for the Khan side of things now. Or not sold until we see this last pick.
Yeah, it just also depends on how Khan want to lane it. They basically got the same setup as the Comrades had with the Batrider last game, where you can put Fury in mid or off lane, DK mid or off lane. So you can decide what happens depending on the mid pick. But what have they gone for? Oh, there's the Ember.
You said it.
There you go.
Good call.
This is where you're flip-flopping on it?
Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Yeah, so it's just the fact that when you say you don't have tower damage, when you have a lineup that naturally buys Deso, you normally can play around that, right? You have catapult waves, you have the Deso, take away the armor. Like, you're about taking fights in the correct areas so that the objectives just fall freely after. Like, you're not tied into cooldowns, so you're not scared. Like, after fight, as long as you have regen, right? You've got an Oracle, you're going to have, like, just a Vlad's potential on Slardar. You're going to be able to continue. Ember can Remnant TP back in. It's not as if after a fight, you're running back to base, right? So if they keep up this high tempo, don't lose early towers to a Furion TP or a DK, i.e. the Ember has a good game, then I actually think, Comrades should be able to potentially take this game in the first period of the... Yeah, so actually they scale really well. You know what I'm going to say? Go Comrades all the way.
They scale, but it's all on the Ember. Yeah, and that's the concern. Because with the Oracle, it allows Ember Spirit to just go full. Like, you like super aggressive, but he effectively needs to be in every engagement for things to go well. Whereas Khan, if you're more methodical, you take these towers down early, you have a really good start to the match. It might be too much for the Comrades to overcome. But yeah, I think it'll just be a good game, but honestly don't know who's going to win.
Oh, so Carl's unwilling to make a choice on it. You're going with from 5Comrades?
Yeah, I just like the adjustment they had from the first game and how they've given themselves a timing. If they can actually execute and be proactive.
Yeah.
If they're not proactive and I don't see that, then I'm jumping ship instantly because I think Khan are just the better team overall. But their draft is nice. They can potentially execute it.
And hopefully not make the same mistakes as last time, right?
We'll see. It's hard for teams to improve over an entire best of 3, you know.
You even said 5Comrades have made it easier for themselves.
I'm just trying to flip-flop all the time just to make it interesting. Nah.
You're the most undecisive on which way you're going to go with it.
Dude, these teams are in the loser bracket for a reason, man. Like, I can't invoke faith in them yet.
It's supposed to be my advisor. I'm supposed to know what's going to happen. I'm going to
advise you it's going to be a close game, back and forth random stuff. Maybe BKBs get bought. Maybe they don't. Maybe Carl's right. Maybe he's wrong. We'll find out. That's the beauty of Dota.
That was horrible advice.
But advice nonetheless.
Also, just to clarify real quick, need a disclaimer. There's some people in Twitch chat saying Kyle's just reading Twitch chat. He's not paying attention to the conversation. That is not true.
Is Kyle taking all his points from Twitch? Wow, that'd be...
Yeah. Kyle's listening to Twitch chat. That's where his advice comes from.
The embodiment.
That's how he's got this far. He is Twitch chat as a person. But we've got Lyrical, we've got Trent. They're back into the game. They're back into the mix. Guys, I want to see actually Lyrical's green screen used to put him on Mount Olympus as well. I've just noticed he has a green screen behind him. We should do something with that. That would be dope.
I like it. That sounds like a great idea. And Tiga, if you cut yourself off, you said, that's, and then you cut it off. That's par for the course for Kyle is what that is. Reading Twitch chat and not listening to his co-panelists. But Mr. Trent, man, we got game number 2 here. Some minus armor strats that are working. How you feeling?
Well, I don't know. That panel didn't instill me with a lot of confidence for either side. That was more flip-flopping than the entire Roman Empire. They're just flip-flopping everywhere they walked. I think there's a good reason why it's hard to judge, though, because if I look at 5Comrades, I see, okay, look, we get Roland, right? We have Ember, we have PA, we got our minus armor. You guys have all seen this before. It's Slider, PA, it's a combo, it does stuff. So if their lanes go well and they get the matchups they want, then this game should look pretty good. And currently, I think they have the matchups they want. I think they want the Slider into the Faceless Void, as we do see the Oracle go down first, though. Not the best way to start things out there, giving it over to Gilgear on this Earth Spirit, because, man, he is really nice this hero. I'm very pleased that we get to see this again.
Yeah, definitely. So that was 2 first bloods for him. What happened there was kind of weird. Like, Gilgear wandered into the pit and saw that the Oracle was there, and then Oracle decided to make a beeline for the bounty rune, and he just died. So that was an interesting one to watch. Mid lane, we're already seeing here Pikachu going to be playing on his Nature's Prophet, trying to go up against Ember Spirit and see how much damage he can go. Already taking that early Flame Guard to see if he can just sort of whittle down the Treants. But should be a nice lane, it seems like, for Nature's Prophet.
I'll tell ya, the Bloody Sky should have, like, so much more fun, as well as a better lane this time. Because DK in, like, a side lane especially is just pretty bland. I mean, there's not a whole lot of options that you can do, so good luck over to you this time, Cheshire Cat. But for the Bloody Sky, he's got the Slider, right? And now, if they try and create that same situation again, where it's going to be like, oh, the DK and the Faceless Void are 1v1ing, if it's Slider versus Faceless Void, he's going to be a lot sadder.
Up top there, the roll-in, trying to see if they can get something done, but will not be able to make it happen. He's dropping down fairly low, but pretty hard to kill a DK in the laning stage, although he doesn't quite have that Dragon's Blood yet, so this could have been a nice opportunity for him.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Timber Saw, in that, like, once there's 2 points, right, in the reactive armor or in the Dragon Blood, it's, like, basically not even worth going on them.
Right.
So they might still be able to find a moment here, but, like, they don't even have a Blightstone, so it's not really the concern of the Comrades up here, right? They are just purely focused on hitting the creeps for Exotic Deer.
Bottom lane, they get bashed one time and gonna bring down the Bloody Sky, so not able to have that fun yet. I imagine that comes with more levels, but he does get punished here. Naive, able to pick up the kill.
I mean, that just seems like an outplay. Like, you both have the same tools right now, right? For the most part. So it looks like they're just getting the edge. Flash should be warmed up on this Tiny here. He's going to find the plays for his team.
Yeah. See if they can get an opening maybe at some point. But yeah, a lot of burst potential there. Up in the top side, Gilgear tries to get the last hit. He'll also gain some damage on the Davilama. Wasn't able to get it. Yeah, very, very slow start to the early goings of this game. As we'll sort of keep an eye back mid where Ember's getting a little bit low. Does anybody have any bottles or anything flying out to him? Doesn't look like it yet. Ember's trying to get into it, but gonna have to be used to salve instead.
In terms of the Radiance game plan, it feels very similar to last match for Con, where they kind of just want to get to this team fight again, right? They have the Chrono. They're going to be coming up with, I think, like, Wrath of Nature is almost, like, a little bit underrated in terms of its combo potential, too. Just, like, creating these big team fights where they just, like, get the last couple hits through everyone on the side of 5Comrades can be pretty brutal. You can get hit with, like, 300 to 500 damage. And then, of course, the Mortimer Kisses coming through, too. So expect their game to look largely the same if things go their way. Hopefully just not at such a deficit as things start off. And already, obviously, going quite well. As the only issue they will probably have will be Exotic Deer, like, trying to slow down his farms. Because these two heroes, I don't think, should be able to do it.
Right. Well, and it's interesting, too, though, because, you know, PA is, like, a very different beast than the Terrorblade, as he's able to get an eye there. And mid lane, in some trouble. Ooh, gets the bottle delivered, though, and that's going to heal him back up afterwards.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit on the edge there and getting walked down by that Blightstone, but Ember, he'll have to wait till level 6 before he can do his own version of that. As Gilgear's going to try and interrupt this rune. Let's see.
Oh, chasing him. Got him caught. And the slowdown. It's down bottom anyways, and he's going to get beaten down and possibly just dead. Sleight of Fist not going to keep him off, trying to maybe deny to Roche here. Heads back the other way, gets the kill on Gilgear, and then gets denied. What a freaking player.
All right, send the tips. Come on, everybody. I don't care if you're on the rain or the die. You should be tip of that man right now. That was nice.
That was really sick.
Perfectly executed. What was that rune down bottom? I see he just denied it, so I must have.
Oh no, it's still down there. No. The sign to save it, and they don't have eyes on it. I don't think on the Radiant. Maybe they do, but nonetheless, it's going to be Ember Spirit picking it up, and they kill the Slardar down bottom as well. Just the 1 point in Bash, or 2 points rather. And they're going to be able to
the fact that Flash should rotate that right. He went to cover that rune. He was gone for a really long time. So at the very least, he does snag that rune for his team, but it might cost him. There's a mango and a cookie in 4 seconds. And yeah, Pikachu's already there for the kill. Tiny, no armor to work with. So the Blightstone just shreds him.
Very nicely done. And that's going to be back in time to get the range creep as well, and can maybe make a push here soon if they want. There's catapult waves, and the Wrath of Nature comes in, able to get some extra damage. Down bottom, Bloody Sky dropping low, but it's Dalai Lama who is going to fall another usage there of the salves into immediate death. So they managed to bring down that Oracle.
Yeah, taking him out once more. It does not take a whole lot to kill the Oracle right now. And one of the benefits that they have in this lane too is that because Cheshire Cat is the Dragon Knight and he has 3 points in the Dragon Blood, like Oracle loves to get kills at level 3, right? Especially picking on the offlaner where you hope that the carry's kind of whittling them down like a PA can with daggers, but that's just not going to happen versus Cheshire Cat. So I don't even know if he bothers to come back up here. I think he just tries to keep a TP available on the Oracle and just walks somewhere else. Because like he can try and protect Exotic Deer if he gets left alone, but this is the exact situation they want to create again where they want the 1v1 for the PA. Yeah. They don't want supports playing up here.
Well, and I mean, I guess you've still got some pretty good nuke damage available with the Oracle nearby, but they're instead going to be able to get the find here onto the Nature's Prophet. DD Rune, another dodge. Dodges the roll, gets the damage over time, is enough to bring down Pikachu. And with this DD working, they might kill Gilgear as well.
It was got 8 seconds until the next one.
Yeah, it doesn't quite have it. Oh, but Oracle shows up, and now they toss him on in, able to catch him. Rooted, punched, a double. And, you know, panel said he needed to be able to take over this game. Already it's happening. Oh, no, he died. Oh, no, that was a Purifying Flames. Oh, no. That's okay, don't worry. They're going to make up for it. It was all an elaborate bait, trying to kill Gilgear. They take down Exotic Deer in the top side with Nature's Prophet TPing back in, and then he manages to get the kill afterwards.
I was trying to figure that out. I was like, oh, okay, so he Purified Flamed him before the tower hit him. That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think he might have been dead anyway. I think that's why.
Well, it did the damage to him, though. I don't know. It looked like he might have been able to live, but it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was just so low. He was thinking like, oh, I can save him. But yeah, it's either way. He took like 800 tower damage. Again, he's no armor. He's just diving the tower.
That happens. Well, nonetheless, an early action-packed game. 11 kills here in 7.5 minutes.
And yeah, they brought Exotic down here. He's not level 6 yet. So now it's like, can we go on naive? Because this is kind of scary, guys. And they've lost that top tower. That's so much freedom for a Nature's Prophet. And they're going to have to give that all to Slardar for hopes to try and get their own momentum going on the Dire as Gilgear gets caught at the rune.
And he is just going to drop. Moving place to place to place. And they're trying to give Bloody Sky a little bit of time for himself because right now it's the 2,000 gold lead looking good for Khan. But Ember's still having a nice game for himself. It's mainly just because of this Slardar who's kind of been a bit behind.
There's this weird dynamic that I still don't know if we've solved yet. As well, we'll wait for that as in the mid lane.
Well, Mortimer's Kiss is coming down afterwards. Rooted. Lots of damage over time. They burn through the Flame Guard, though. It's not enough for the kill. And with the slow, steady burn, good juke back. Taki still running, silence, trying to live. He has the remnant away, but the chase forward coming. One more punch might be enough. If he can dodge and get himself out of there, he's an absolute god. Rolls to the side, they don't quite get him. Oh, Gilgear, he wants it really badly, tries to go for the kick, and will finally finish the job.
So that was the exact situation that Cheshire Cat wanted. Is down bottom now. Exotic Deer trying to get saved.
They just keep
the
going.
rotations are enough.
Chasing forward. Poor old Nature's Prophet is getting walked on down. Well, actually, it's Flash who's going to end up falling, it looks like. Or maybe nobody dies. Maybe they're all afraid of each other.
Yeah, they get the save, and then they can't finish the damage of the Purifying Flames.
Yeah. Oh. Jace, Cookie. Flash! The trance! Look at the trance! Oh, the stick. It's going to be enough to keep him alive. Meanwhile, Slardar denies a tower. And I don't even know what the hell is happening anymore. Black Archangel is controlled, throws out the blast onto Exotic Deer. They will be able to find that kill finally.
I like how they can see Flash over these two treants, and he's still running in, hoping these Tranquils keep going. And all right, taunt, naive, nice.
They got him caught. Nature's Prophet has Wrath of Nature back up in 3 seconds.
Taunt's
a couple seconds.
It's the truest combo in all video games.
And Cheshire Cat, he's caught up here with the amp damage. Tries to walk away from it, gets it again, and now they have him rooted, and Cheshire Cat, 2 will go down. And they just won't stop fighting. They just aren't willing to back down.
Okay, so this is kind of the weird thing about Dragon Knight, is that, like, he takes that top tower. The best possible thing that could have happened was 5Comrades diving mid there, because it, like, gave Cheshire Cat a purpose. Because at least he was able to, like, join that one fight, and then obviously they get the big wipe and everything, but then there's a fight after while there's no dragon form. That was a bit of an issue for Cheshire Cat. Obviously much less valuable once that occurs.
Right.
I think they just need to like refocus up on the idea of like, okay, we have Nature's Prophet and Darkseer or Dragon Knight. We need to like keep forcing these towers. And he did take mid afterward because like that's his only purpose, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward, I feel like, for a Dragon Knight in this kind of game.
It did get denied, though, so you sort of lose out on a little bit of that effectiveness as well, or sort of the value that you get from taking that tier 1 tower mid. They've also just sort of been ramming their faces into each other, so I don't know. It's not sure where exactly to rate the state of the game right now. Like, I always am sort of afraid of the minus armor drafts once they get rolling. Do you think that this is going to be a big problem in the later stages for Con?
I think at their current pace, it's not too crazy, right? It all depends on the next, like, 10 minutes. From, like, 10 to 20 minutes. It depends on the first roast, and it depends on the itemization of Naive, because he went for the Midas first, so he's not that inclined to battle at the moment, you know? He's chilling with an Iron Talon in the jungle. Cheshire Cat has the ultimate backup. He's ready to fight, because he can't hit neutrals. This hero stinks at hitting neutrals. He's ready to battle.
Yeah, he is there. Gets the stun onto one, roll in afterwards, but the Fate's Edict! Oh, what a play. That's going to keep him alive. Exotic Deer living through it, decides to turn back in. So be real careful about this Magnetize. Vilama throws out another Purifying Flames, trying to get the rest of them to walk away, and stutter steps for a moment. Exotic Deer gets caught out and killed because of it. They're falling apart. They just lost their mid, their carry, their whole damn team. What happened? Oh no, and now the Bloody Sky also in trouble. They find the stun, and they did lose the whole damn team. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't have a great answer for you on that. That's a little bit too aggressive under the tower for the kills. Again, once more, a perfect situation for Cheshire Cat. It's like, sweet, they're fighting into me.
And then somehow 3 heroes materialize mid and able to find another kill. So 16-8 now, as they are just completely running wild over this game. And the tempo that this Nature's Prophet is playing with is really hard, I think, for 5Comrades to deal with.
Yeah, this is still my pick for like best hero right now, I think, in Dota. Like, it's so flexible in the current pro scene. Between the mid Nature's Prophets, the position 5 Nature's Prophet, and pretty much anything in between. It feels like if you have a team that knows how to play and draft around this hero, that Nature's Prophet is just like so good at leading you to victory.
Yeah.
His ultimate is so broken. Like, it's unbelievable how much damage it could just whip out. Like, he did 370 at the end of that last one to the Slardar, but it's not uncommon to see 400 or 500 damage. As that Invis rune did not help poor Gilgear, thanks to his sentry being down.
That was really nicely played by them. They saw him for a couple of seconds before they decided to jump. Just anticipating that could happen.
Oh, someone get this Oracle level 6, please. You need to stop fighting before there's either level 6 or an item on this guy.
Oh, poor guy. Well, they're trying to make it all work and see if they can find maybe a chance to turn around their luck. And they will pick up the Snapfire after already taking down the Earth Spirit. And now moving bottom to try and take down the tower. So drums into Deso is going to be the build for Exotic Deer.
Seems to be a fairly calm one these days. Knows he needs to battle. The attack speed is really going to help benefit between the slider and the PA. They can keep playing the bongos.
Yeah. I like it.
You guys can get a 12 seconds of drums. Pretty nuts if you space out your drums.
Ooh. That sounds really cool. I mean, not really, but you know.
Pretty sweet.
I'm a little bit concerned, I'm not gonna lie, for 5Comrades here and their like lack of damage as it gets later. Like, because Eul's Scepter for the dead? Ember is the only thing.
Is he? Depending on how he walks here, he might be dead. I'm surprised Gilgir is so far away. They probably think there's... Oh, they're scanning the wave to see if he's blurred, if he was about to attack it. They might be baiting here, hoping that she jumps. Oh, only a few
there's
seconds.
A lot more. They have 6 on Oracle now, too.
And there's too many heroes coming through.
Yeah, this is a problem. They're going to end up losing them all if they're not careful. Oh, wait, but the silence. That's the Orchid. On to the Oracle, but then the toss back in Flash. Able to catch them both. And they will be able to secure both kills.
Good play. Very good play. They read exactly what was happening there. They're like, all right, this prophet would not be this far completely alone, even with Orchid.
Well, they will have now the Euls online for Ember. So that makes a little bit more sense with the Orchid being completed onto Nature's Prophet, why he needs that. Otherwise, it's just too tough. Gets the Corrosive Haze on the Naive. Gonna pop the Dragon Knight ulti, actually. Throw a bounty onto one. Not sure if that's a misclick or what, but Nature's Prophet TP's in. And they will find Flash, who manages to get out the other side, trying to bring down the Oracle now. Good jump from Cheshire Cat with that Blink Dagger. And Ember Spirit brazenly runs into all of them. They get the Chronosphere off to the side. The buybacks come out immediately from the Tiny, but they're already losing him. Well, Eul's Scepter keeps him alive, now trying to roll through. Misses on the roll, and they're keeping the Oracle alive that whole time as well. Flash, Avalanche, toss hits onto all of them. They do have another Remnant available from the Ember, but not quite sure if it's going to be enough damage. Exotic Deer eventually brought down. And now Ember Remnants away. They roll forward, trying to find him, seeing if they can cut him off on the other side. And with that roll, he does have another Remnant silence out, slow down afterwards. Flash, Avalanche, toss onto all of them. They're bringing back in Dave Lama, and he is going to be able to make sure they stay alive, I think. False Promise keeps them there. And Sad Trombone, everybody retreats. Or do they? No, they jump back in, and now they're going to kill the Oracle, and now they're going to kill them all. They keep on running in with 5Comrades, and they don't anticipate the turnaround.
Well, it has worked for them occasionally, just not in the last 2 engagements, clearly. Wow, this is a hell of a brouhaha. 22-13 at 16.5 minutes. And now they're going to head into the Roach Pit. No Chrono, no Dragon form. But any real opportunity to contest? Not really. Like, there's no Blink Dagger yet on the Slardar. Oh, and another Invis run here for Gilgir.
Oh, and if they run in right now, they're going to lose them all again. You got to be real careful here. Tries to go for the Remnant out. They throw out the dagger. Oh, living. He's living. My man is out of there, and he wants to turn back in.
How did he just live?
I have
actually
no
delayed
idea.
Roche?
I guess. Well enough.
Oh, man, that's so important. Like, they have the Slardar PA, so they are the ones who can actually try and sneak this thing. Divide is pinged out, they say. Will they actually follow through? No, we're going to go back to hitting some creeps for a little bit. Exotic Deer just needs to, like, relax and get Deso, because it's going to drastically improve their team fight damage with the Ember as well, with the Sleight of Fist going around.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing, is to me it feels like these heroes that you've got on Khan just fight so well right now. There's always that +1 that they've got behind him, and like this Blink Dagger on Dragon Knight, Cheshire Cat's doing so much, but man, if, like you said, if they get to that Deso, could make all the difference in the world.
Deso level 12 with False Promise is a very scary time to fight against the Phantom Assassin. However, additional control and a clumsy net is also very good to have.
You're talking level 12 for PA, not Oracle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As great as that would be, too.
Might signal other problems going on in the game. Ooh, they got an Imp Claw. Who wants that one? We'll have to see. 100 gold away, but they did this delay that Roche like you're talking about.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's still going to be a very tough spot for them to fight into. They can either try and smoke sneak it, obviously extremely risky, versus Nature's Prophet, Earth Spirit, Faceless Void, and Snapfire pretty much.
Right.
I mean, even DK's no slouch, but the other factor is maybe they can try and win a team fight at this part of the map and then just go right in and try to clean it up before there's any respawn. How about our buybacks? This is actually, you don't think about buybacks that much in the early game, but these early Roches are a great moment for it. And currently it's only Nature's Prophet, which is a very good hero for it, but there won't be a quick TP back in from like the Oracle or something.
Pretty much everybody is only a couple 100 gold away with the exception of the Tiny who bought back in that last engagement. But they find the Oracle to start, tried to get the stun there on the other side, but they won't find it. He does that buyback now on Oracle. If he wants to get back into this one, now, it looks like they're going to lose Exotic Deer, though, and that should signal the end of the engagement. Gilgear's also dead. But big thing, not having to use Chrono for that fight.
Oracle just cannot be the target, or they just lose the fight. Like, if they get Oracle every time, then there's no hope, because PA just fully needs that assistance at this point in the game to actually utilize her drums and her Deso.
Yeah.
So they're just going to head right into the pit and put them in a very difficult spot. Now we're starting to look at like the side lanes in this sort of a game, right? We're now going to be looking to dodge the Roche, dodge the Aegis. But unfortunately against the Nature's Prophet.
Right. Yeah, that's the real issue. And a Nature's Prophet who can solo kill, I want to say almost everybody. I guess not the Ember, but most of the rest of them are pretty scary. Maybe not the Slardar. Maybe I'm just lying to you.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're kind of lying, but
there.
we'll just let it go. It's okay.
See, this is how I end up dying in my games. Just feel like I'm unstoppable now.
Yeah,
I have an orchid.
Stop me. I have 3,600 gold unspent, but I'm immune. Although BKB will be very nice. We've got a Manta Diffusal build on Naive. It's a one you still see every once in a while on the Faceless Void. Pretty good versus Ember, especially. I feel like it just kind of ruins this game when you burn all his mana. Just has merits versus like PA and stuff too.
Yeah. Ooh. The catch eyes there onto Slardar, but jukes away. Oh, good blink there from Cheshire Cat, and then the follow-up roll. And Bloody Sky stunned afterwards, just layered that so pretty. And now they got eyes on Oracle again. So they bring down the Slardar first and anticipating where Devi Lama was going to be coming from. And now they can kill him off as well.
Oh no.
Unreal.
All right, good.
You were worried he's going to ult himself?
Yeah, it's just happens, you know. Do not spend your minute, 15-second cooldown on your own life.
Well, they catch an Orchid now. Tiny immediately tries to eat his way through, but is going to be found. And they get another one with Flash. And this is what you were talking about just a second ago.
Yeah, exactly. Delay, 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 and then you just get run to, like, still get killed and picked off constantly. So, like, you think you're trying to make things better for your team, but every time you die, it's just, like, feeding more gold. And now even Exotic Deer found at the small camp.
Oh, no. They're going to get him. Quite. They were pinging that they could have gone on to Ember, but decide instead we're going to go down bottom where the PA is. And then instead they get him with the Chrono mid. Oh, wow.
Oi, 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 oi.
Yeah, they are playing this beautifully on Con. This is a really impressive performance by them. Like, knowing where those heroes are going to be over and over. Great vision down. They stun the Oracle again. 30-14 at 22 minutes in.
It just looks like a team that has drafted heroes that they have practiced with, is what I see. I just see, like, we have played this exact same game like 20 times in scrims.
Yeah. They constantly know where they need to be, and 5Comrades just... I mean, there's only one game plan for them, and counter it. Impressive showing. They will let Flash walk away from this one here, as it's a bit too difficult to try and go that close to the base. But that is just more space created for all the rest of these heroes to farm up into their next set of items. And you gotta love the little things too, right? Like Gilgear got the sort of cost-effective buckler there against this minus armor.
Yeah, there you go.
Radiant are scanning.
Ghost a little more effective, as he'll head for that next. Black Archangel looking to start a fight by hitting the outpost. And Gilgear might go down. Good start. Just need a lot more.
But the chase, the big stun from Black Archangel, able to find themselves another one. And they are going to give the tip to the man who made it all happen for him, Mr. Gilgear. Chasing for more. They try and run away to the side, not able to juke away from the Faceless Void. So they get the 2 supports and lose the rest of them. GG.
Man, Naive looked like he'd eggs this game. I had to keep clicking his inventory. The first hit bashes were unreal. It felt like the entire match, of course. Even if he had the worst bash luck, I think they'd still win this game.